Hello all, and welcome to a live video here in Facebook. Thank you all so much for joining me. When you come watch live or watch the replay, I'd love for you to say hi and where you're watching from and what brings you to this live. Let's connect. I love connecting with you all. And because we have lots of new followers here and lots of new friends, my name is zoejean and I'm an anxiety coach and an NLP practitioner, helping women to heal their anxiety from all over the world, focusing on the Rewrite Your Anxiety method, which helps you to master your mindset, build a deep connection with your body, work with your body instead of against it, regulate your nervous system, and build sustainable habits. So basically this process is what's needed to heal your anxiety, right? Because one of the biggest proportions is subconscious mind reprogramming, because whatever programs are stored in our subconscious mind, they run the show and control our life. Like, have you ever tried to start a new habit, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's getting up earlier, whether that's eating earlier, whether that's eating healthier. Have you ever tried something like that, or any habit you've tried, but it's worked to begin with, but then all of a sudden, it's kind of just, you've just fallen off the bandwagon, or maybe it's, getting into regular meditation. If so, that's because your subconscious mind is self-sabotaging you, because your beliefs in your subconscious mind don't align with what you were trying to do. So a lot of the times we can't create long-term changes because our subconscious mind is not in alignment with what we're trying to do. Like, we're consciously trying to make changes, but the subconscious mind comes in and be like, no, that's not who you are. I know who you are. I have a blueprint of who you are based on its beliefs. So it says that's wrong, that's a lie. I'm not going to make you a lie. I'm going to bring you back to what I know to be true, right? So that's how powerful the subconscious mind is. And a lot of our subconscious mind programming starts in early childhood. So a lot of my programming was obviously anxiety. I had chronic anxiety, so I had a lot of anxious programs. I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of sadness. I had a lot of anger, a lot of hurt. And I had lots of limiting beliefs that were holding me back as well. They were also making me more anxious. I felt dumb. I had the limiting belief of I'm dumb, I'm ugly, I'm not good enough, I'm fat, and so much more. So one of the biggest proportions in healing your anxiety is rewriting those programs that are causing you to be stuck in anxiety and in fear and in sadness and hurt and in beliefs of not being good enough, etc. And being stuck in trauma too. And then body connection is really important, right? Because a lot of us, when we're experiencing stress and anxiety, we get symptoms and we fixate on those symptoms and worry about them symptoms and make those symptoms worse and make ourselves wrong for being anxious, wrong for feeling the way we are. We put ourselves down. We don't be kind to ourselves. So pretty much we're working against our body. When our body is giving us a symptom for a reason, to let us know that something's not right and something needs to be done, because our body loves us and cares for us, but we quite often don't give our body that love back. So it's about learning how to work with your body and with your anxiety, so you're actually able to reduce it. Because if you resist your anxiety, you're just going to make it worse. So you need to learn how to work with your anxiety and with your body, as well as building that deep connection with your body, so you know what feels good for you on a deep level, and you can do the things that make you feel good and lift you up and help you with overall health and wellness. And also building a deep connection with your body to the point you can pick up on when stress and anxiety is in its early stages, so you're able to regulate your emotions and come back to a place of peace and calm before the anxiety's gotten to the point it's turned into an anxiety attack, a panic attack, and has really gotten really bad. Because as soon as it gets to that really bad point, it is very hard to get out of. And then there's also nervous system regulation work, right? So you want to regulate your nervous system and then widen your window of tolerance. Because the wider your window of tolerance is, the more everyday life stresses and things can go wrong, and you'll be able to handle them without it making you spiral out of control. And then after that, there is also habit work, right? Because everything we do is based on our current habits. It's about working out what all of your habits are, which habits are serving you in a positive way and which ones aren't serving you in a positive way. And now you can get the same benefit of the not so good habits with a more positive habit, and just realigning with habits that actually can support you on your journey moving forward, right? Because in healing your anxiety is not just an end destination that you do subconscious mind reprogramming or whatever and then you're healed. It's an ongoing journey, so you need habits that are going to support you ongoing. So that's a little bit about the Rewrite Your Anxiety method that's needed to heal your anxiety. If you'd like to know more about that, comment method below. And this live is just about saying, you know, how I work with women from all over the world to heal their anxiety. And, you know, as sort of mentioned with the Real Anxiety Method, firstly, we look at getting clear on exactly the way, you know, your brain works and what's happened in the past, and, you know, why you show up the way that you do, and, you know, what's holding you back. And from there, you know, we set goals that you'd like to work towards, things that you'd like to achieve, and we look at what you feel is holding you back with those goals. Thirdly, we look at rewiring the programs in your subconscious mind so you're able to let go of your past and whatever is holding you back in your past, because once you let go of that, you'll be able to achieve your goals more. After that, we look at getting you to build a deep connection with your body and getting you to work with your body and mind instead of against it. And we get you to find what works for you with your works for you and your body. And we also do nervous system regulation practices and get you to regulate your nervous system and just gain an overall awareness of, you know, body connection practices and nervous system regulation practices, as well as creating safety in your body and mind. Because the subconscious mind reprogramming pretty much helps you create safety in the mind, but your body can still be feeling unsafe and anxious, because when we go through experiences, it's not just stored in our mind, it's also stored in our body as well. So that's why healing your body and mind is so important. So we also release, you know, the trauma and tension and beliefs and stuff from your body as well as doing nervous system regulation practices, body connection practices, finding what works for you. And we also go into habit work as well. So the habit work is about helping you to get rid of the current habits that aren't serving you and help you rewire whatever's making you do those habits and giving you new habits to show up in and to do regularly, and like just creating a process to make it easier for you, because obviously habits take time, so we create a process to make it easy for you and find habits that can be sustainable for you, and so much more. And as well as working with the client as a unique individual, right? Like sometimes a client's come to a session with something on, like one time a client came to a session and wanted extra support on sleep. So we pretty much spent a whole session on sleep, right? So obviously I help you with all of this that's included in the Real Anxiety Method, but I'll also help you with whatever you need in the moment. And just to show you, you know, how possible it is to heal your anxiety and your panic using this process, I'll just read out to you the results from like my previous client said to me, which was last year. It was one of the worst years of my life with my anxiety and panic attacks. I was having them every day and constantly every day. I was scared to leave the house. The last few weeks have been absolutely amazing, and it's all been thanks to Zoe Jean. She's the absolute best. I owe her so much. If anyone is having issues with anxiety, you need to talk to her. So that just still, like, even though that was a fair while ago now that she sent that to me, which she actually posted it in my Facebook group, it just still means absolute world to me. Like when people say kind things like that they actually, and they say it from the kindness of their heart, because they say it without you even asking, because they just mean it. Because can't you see, like, we all brag about things that we love without being asked, right? Because it changes our life, so we like to brag about it. So I'd love for you to know if that resonates with you, if you would like to get rid of your anxiety and your panic attacks, if you want to feel safe to leave the house, and if you want to feel that your life is completely changed because you've been able to heal your anxiety and your panic and what's holding you back. If you want results like this, I want you to know that it is all possible for you, just like it was possible for this client of mine. Just won't say her name for confidentiality reasons. But I just want you to know that, you know, it's all possible for you too. And now is actually the best time to join if you are wanting some support, because I currently have $200 off the purchase price of my 12-week program called How to Rewrite Your Anxiety. As well as you also get a bonus trauma guide, which helps prevent future situations from becoming traumatic. Because as mentioned in the live masterclass I did on Tuesday, trauma is not actually what happened to you. It's how you took it on and what you made it to mean, right? If it was just the event that caused the trauma, after that event, you'd be fine, right? But you're not fine because it's how you took on that experience, how you processed it, what you made it mean, and if you have that safe, you know, space and support to move through it. So this trauma guide that you get, that's an actual bonus if you sign up within the next 2 days, is going to help prevent future situations from becoming traumatic. So if you go through any event where you think, oh, that was uncomfortable, that was unsettling, I hope, you know, I don't hold on to this, it doesn't affect me, then you can grab, you know, the guide and go through the questions in there to prevent that from actually being stored as a trauma. So yeah, if you sign up within the next 2 days, you save $200 on the 12-week program called How to Rewrite Anxiety, and you get that bonus trauma guide, as well as all the other bonuses included in the program, which is unlimited tech support, weekly calls for the 12 weeks. You get a guide to help soothe your nervous system. You get an anxiety hypnosis, and you get a library full of guided meditations. And you also get a deep journaling process as well, which is really powerful when you just got so many thoughts on your mind and you just want to kind of debunk and get some things out of your mind so you can have like a clearer space in that moment as well. And, you know, unlimited tech support really is the best feature, I feel, like best extra feature added in this program, because you don't really see that anywhere, right? Most people give you support, you know, during your sessions, and that's all. And especially if you're seeing like a psychologist or therapist, you have to wait 3 or more weeks to see them. Your session's usually 60 minutes or less in and out, and then no support till you can get in again for the next 3 or so weeks. So with me, you get the weekly calls, and they're not capped to like 60 minutes because I work with you for transformation. I look for transformation and results with you, and that's what we're working on in the session. We're not working by time. It's not like 60 minutes in and out, see you bye type of thing. Like, I work with you for results, plus give you that support outside of the calls, because I know what it's like. I used to suffer from chronic stress and anxiety, and I was in that space where, you know, I'd have a session with someone and then I'd be questioning what happened in the session. I'd have so many questions, or something else would come up that would really trigger me, and I'd want that extra support, but I had to wait till like a couple weeks to get that. And I didn't like that. I really wish I had that support throughout the whole time, and I know that getting that can really support you, and it can kind of ease, you know, your stress and anxiety, just knowing that I'm here for you, we've got someone here for you whenever you need, type of thing. So yeah, that's really powerful, I feel. And if anyone's a little bit unsure and just wants to learn a little bit more about the program and how it could support you, I am offering a free once-off call to anyone's interested. If you do this call, there's absolutely no obligation that you need to sign up. It's just, you know, to get to know a little bit about each other and get to know exactly, you know, where you currently are in life, you know, what's holding you back and why. And I can give you some support to find what works for you as a unique individual, because we're obviously all different. And help you to work out what you need the most support with, right? Whether it's subconscious mind reprogramming, whether it's, you know, nervous system regulation, body connection, or habits, just kind of seeing what's, you know, holding you back the most, as well as helping you to create a plan to move forward with, right? Because it's not just this session and then that's it, see you bye. Like, I help you create like a plan that's going to support you in the future. And obviously, if you want more after that, if you're realizing how beneficial my program is, then you can sign up and get that discount. But you do need to book that call in first to be able to get that discount. But if you book the call in before the end of the week, you can still secure that $200 discount and the trauma guide. And anyone that wants to join but isn't really wanting to start straight away, that's fine as well. As long as you sign up within the deal period, we can also start the program next year. Because I know it's kind of that crazy time of year. You're not really always wanting to start a program, but you can even just give yourself the gift of, you know, purchasing it, so you've got something already to support you in the new year. Because how bad does it feel when we're constantly setting New Year's resolutions and not actually achieving them or getting anywhere? So this can be your gift to you to help you actually have New Year's resolution goals and actually be able to achieve them. So yeah, if you'd like to learn more about the Rewrite Anxiety method, comment method below. And if you'd like to learn more about, you know, this 12-week program and how it can support you and getting that free call to get you started on your healing journey, comment free call, and I'll be happy to chat to you about that. Thank you so much for joining, and talk to you soon. Bye.